Hello dear students, today we will discuss about a remaining part of kinetic theory of gases. So here the first one we consider that a law of equipartition of energy. So in law of equipartition of energy, the statement we consider that in thermal equilibrium of a gas, the total energy of a gas is equally distributed among all the degree of freedom. The energy per molecule per degree of freedom is equal to 1 by 2 kT. It means, for example, here we consider that so this one is a system. So this system already thermally equilibrium. Okay, so this is system, so thermal equilibrium. So total energy of a gas equally distributed. Okay, so this is system having a particular energy. It means, so this one is a system. So this system having particular energy. So that's what we consider that a total energy. Okay, so total energy of a gas is equally distributed among all the degree of freedom. Yes, so suppose for example, so this is system having a particular amount of energy. So this energy is equally distributed all degrees of freedom. Okay, each degree of freedom per molecule is equal to 1 by 2 kT. Yes, so this one is system. So this is system having particular energy. So that energy is equally distributed all degrees of freedom. Yes, all degrees of freedom, and each degrees of freedom per molecule is equal to 1 by 2 kT. Its energy. We consider that half a kT. So this one is a law of equipartition of energy. Okay, for example, here we consider that a monoatomic molecule. Okay, so monoatomic molecule. Okay, here we consider that a molecule per degrees of freedom is equal to half a kT. For example, here we consider that a monoatomic molecule. So monoatomic molecule degrees of freedom we consider that 3. Degrees of freedom is 3 for a monoatomic atom. Okay, so here, so this reason each degrees of freedom we consider that half kT. Yes, so 1 degrees of freedom half kT, and a second and a third total we consider that 3. So this reason the general formula to find out this energy per molecule we consider that half K into T into N. So K we consider that Boltzmann constant, and T is absolute temperature, and N is the number of degrees of freedom. Okay, so here we consider that a monoatomic molecule, so degrees of freedom is 3. So this reason, so energy we consider that it means average energy is half kT into 3. 3 we consider that degrees of freedom. So this reason the total energy for monoatomic molecule we consider that 3 by 2 kT. 3 by 2 kT. Okay, for n number of molecules, 1 mole of atom consists of n number of molecules. It means 1 mole of monoatomic gas of n number of molecules. So that's when we consider that a formula. It means I will write here. One mole of monoatomic gas of n number of atoms, n number of molecules. Okay, so general formula, so energy E is equal to half a kT. Yes, half a kT, and here n number of molecules are there, so this reason into n. So average energy formula half kT into n. For 1 mole of a monoatomic gas of n molecules, we consider that average energy E is equal to half kT into n. Yes, n means n number of molecules. So this reason you already know that k into n. So k into n is nothing but r. K into n is equal to r. So Boltzmann constant into number of molecules is equal to r means gas constant. It means universal gas constant. So this reason, so here energy, average energy for monoatomic gas molecule, so that's when we consider that E is equal to already you know that 3 by 2 kT as 3 by 2 k T into n because of n number of molecules. So this reason n into k means r, it means universal gas constant into absolute temperature. Okay, so here we consider that so average energy of a monoatomic molecule is 3 by 2 kT, and 1 mole monoatomic gas of n molecules, so E is equal to 3 by 2 RT. We consider that diatomic molecules. So diatomic molecules, so degrees of freedom is 5. Okay, so diatomic molecules, we consider that degrees of freedom is 5, n is equal to 5. So this reason average energy E is equal to 5 by 2 kT. Suppose if you consider that 1 mole of monoatomic gas of 1 mole of a diatomic gas of n number of molecules, so that's when we consider that E is equal to 5 by 2 RT. So we consider that triatomic molecule. So triatomic molecules, so here we consider that average energy is equal to, so a triatomic molecule degrees of freedom we consider that 6, otherwise 7. So here we consider that 6 divided by 2 kT. So 6 divided by 2 means 3 kT is, or we consider that 1 mole of triatomic gas of n molecules, so that's when we consider that 6 by 2 RT, 6 by 2 RT. So this one is triatomic molecules and diatomic molecules, and these two we consider that monoatomic molecules. Okay, so these are we consider that average energies of molecules. And next one, you already know that specific heat capacity. And specific heat capacity for a gas molecule, so that's when we consider that specific heat capacity of a gas molecule at a constant pressure and a constant volume. So that's one is represented by Cp and Cv. Yes, so specific heat capacity of a gas molecule at constant pressure and specific heat capacity of a gas molecules at a constant volume. Okay, so these two ratios we consider that gamma. So gamma is equal to Cp divided by Cv. Okay, so this gamma is nothing but it is the ratio of specific heat capacities of gases. Okay, so this reason, so gamma is equal to, it means specific heat capacity of a constant is nothing but it is the ratio of specific heat capacity of a gas at constant pressure to the specific heat capacity of a gas at constant volume, Cp divided by Cv. Okay, by using this specific heat capacities ratio, here we will easily calculate number of atoms present in that gas molecules. So how to find out this number of molecules present in the gas molecules? Okay, one simple formula is there. So that's when we consider that gamma, calculation of a gamma. So calculation of a gamma is equal to 1 plus 2 divided by n. So gamma is equal to 1 plus 2 divided by n. So n means degrees of freedom. So for example, here we consider that monoatomic molecule. monoatomic molecules. So here n we consider that degrees of freedom. So this reason, so gamma is equal to 1 plus 2 divided by degrees of freedom for monoatomic molecules. So that's one we consider that 3. So that's why 3 into 1, 3 plus 2, it means 5 by 3. So 5 by 3 we consider that gamma values. So gamma values is nothing but ratios of a specific heat. Ratios of a specific heat. So gamma is equal to 5 by 3. Okay, so 5 by 3 means 1.67. So gamma is equal to 1.67. And another one we consider that diatomic molecules. In diatomic molecules, so gamma is equal to, so 1 plus 2 divided by n. So diatomic molecules, so degrees of freedom we consider that 5. So this reason 1 plus 2 divided by 5, 5 into 1 plus 2 is equal to 7 by 5. Yes, so 7 by 5 we consider that diatomic molecules. It means its value 1.4. And another one we consider that triatomic molecule. So in triatomic molecule, so gamma is equal to 1 plus 2 divided by n. In triatomic molecule, so here we consider that degrees of freedom is 6. It means 1 plus 2 divided by 6. So 7 plus 2, it means 9. 9 by 6, it means 1.3. Okay, so gamma values for a triatomic molecule, so that's one we consider that 1 by 3, 1.3, and diatomic molecule 1.4, and monoatomic molecule, so that's one we consider that 1.6. Okay, so next one, specific heat capacity of a solid in terms of a universal gas constant. Specific heat capacity of a solid. In terms of R means universal gas constant. Okay, specific heat capacity of a solid in terms of gas constant R. Okay, so here we consider that you already know that average energy E is equal to 1 by 2 kT into N. So E is equal to 1 by 2 kT into N. Okay, so here we consider that monoatomic molecules. In monoatomic molecules, so single molecule is there. So this molecule, it is start to vibrate. It start to vibrate. When it start to vibrate, it shows only 2 degrees of freedom. When monoatomic molecules start to vibrate, it shows 2 degrees of freedom. So 1 degrees of freedom, it shows potential energy. Another one we consider that a kinetic energy. So that's way here we consider that monoatomic molecule, it is oscillate, it means vibrate. It shows only 2 degrees of freedom. So this reason here we consider that so energy E is equal to half kT into 2. Why? Because it is a vibrate, it is oscillate, it shows 2 degrees of freedom. One is represent potential energy, another one is kinetic energy. So this reason, so degrees of freedom we consider that only 2. So that's why, so average energy E is equal to kT. Why? Because 2 get cancelled, so here we consider that energy E is equal to kT. Suppose, so this molecule, monoatomic molecule, shows a 3 degrees of freedom. So in 3 degrees of freedom, then what happened? in 3 degrees of freedom, so energy E is equal to 3 kT. Energy is equal to 3 kT. Okay, so here we consider that 1 mole of a molecules. Okay, so 1 mole solid consists n atoms. 1 mole solid consists n atoms. It means E is equal to 3 into n into kT. Okay, you already know that n into kT is nothing but R. It means E is equal to 3 RT. Okay, so E means average energy. So energy E is equal to U. Both are same. So this reason U is equal to 3 RT. Okay, so differentiate this equation. It means equation 1. Differentiate equation 1 with respect to time T. Sorry, temperature T, absolute temperature T. It means differentiate equation 1 with respect to temperature T. So this reason here we consider that du by dt into 3R. Du by dt into 3R. Okay. So this reason here by using this equation, and here we consider that first law of thermodynamics. So here we consider that first law. First law of thermodynamics. So first law of thermodynamics, so here we consider that dq is equal to du plus p into dv. Yes, so supply heat energy, it is equally distributed, or we consider that so supply heat energy is equal to sum of increasing internal energy and external work done. Increases internal energy and external work done. Okay, so here, so volume is remains constant. So this reason external work done we consider that 0. So that's why here we consider that in this equation dq is equal to du. Why? Because so this external work done value, it means increasing volume we consider that 0. So that's why dq is equal to du. And here in a specific heat capacity, so C, it means specific heat capacity, it means dq divided by dt is equal to du divided by dt. As dq divided by dt is equal to du divided by dt. Already we know that du by dt is nothing but 3R. So this reason specific heat capacity. So specific heat capacity of a solid in terms of gas constant C is equal to 3R. C is equal to 3R. And next concept, specific heat of water. So here we consider that specific heat capacity of a solid, and here we consider that water. Water in terms of R. R means a gas constant. So water, it means here we consider that H2O. H2O we consider that water. It means, so this water molecule having 2 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom. Yes, so water, it means H2O. It means 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So this reason, so here the total number of molecules we consider that 3. Why? Because 2 plus 1. Yes, so here 2 hydrogen atoms are there and 1 oxygen. So this reason here we consider that so total number of atoms are 3. Total number of atoms we consider that 3. And here we already know that in 1 molecules energy we consider that 3 RT, and here we consider that the number of atoms is 3. So this reason 3 into 3 RT is equal to 3 into 3 RT. Okay, 3 into 3 it means 9 RT E. So in place of E we consider that U is equal to 9 RT. Yes, differentiate this equation with respect to T. It means absolute temperature. So this reason, so du by dt is equal to 9R. du by dt is equal to 9R. Why? Because differentiate with respect to T. T means absolute temperature. So du by dt is equal to 9 RT. And here we consider that a first law of thermodynamics. So first law of thermodynamics, here we consider that dq, it means the supply energy is equal to, one is increasing internal energy and another one is external work done. Okay, so here increasing volume is 0, it means P dV we consider that 0. So that's why dq is equal to du. So dq is supply heat energy, du is internal energy. So that's why here the specific heat capacity is C is equal to dq divided by dt. When dq divided by dt, automatically here we consider that internal energy increases with respect to increase in temperature. So that's why, so this reason C is equal to du by dt, and here also we consider that du by dt is equal to 9R. Okay, so specific heat capacity of water in terms of gas constant R is equal to 9R.